This is one of the ones where you're just going to have to make a chart. As much as you don't like to, you're going to have to make a chart. When it says which number is between these two numbers, the way I want you to do it is I want you to start by writing these two numbers, 65% and 8.2 times 10 to the first negative 1 power, okay? That's a 1. I know it doesn't look like 1, but it is. Then I'm going to draw a line because I'm going to put my other numbers next. I'm going to put a negative 7 over 10. I'm going to put a 0.32, 7.1 times 10 to the 0, and 2/3. And I'm going to draw lines. This is my decimals. This is my percents. Okay? So to change a percent to a decimal, you divide by 100. You get 0.65. Do not clear your calculator and multiply by 100 to make sure that you start and end with the same percent. When you put 8.2 times 10 to the negative 1 in your calculator, you get 0.82. If you don't know how to do that, ask somebody because it's very important. Leave it in your calculator, multiply by 100, you get 82%. So the next one we're going to do is negative 7 divided by 10, which gives us negative 0.7. And you multiply that by 100 and you get negative 70%. Okay? 0.32 is already a decimal. If they gave you something like 5 is already a decimal. So you just write it there, multiply by 100. So 0.32 times 100 is 32%. 7.1 times 10 to the 0, when you put it in your calculator, will give you 7.1. If you take 7.1 and multiply by 100, you get 710%. Then you're going to take 2 divided by 3 and get a decimal, which is 0.66 repeating. Multiply that by 100 and you get 66.6 repeating percent. Now go back to the top two numbers up here, okay? You want a percent that falls between 65 and 82%. Don't look at those anymore. So is negative 70 between 65% and 82%? It is not, so mark it out. Is 32% between 65 and 82%? It is not, so mark it out. Is 710% between 65% and 82%? It is not. Is 66.6% repeating between 65 and 82%? Yes, it is. I know you don't like the work, but that's what you need to do to make sure you get these right, because you cannot miss these. They are the ones that you really need to get right every single time. So please do this work.